Live in the Diamond Lane, you just heard the Winnipeg Singers, who, this weekend, under the direction of Yuri Claus, performed their first formal concert of the season, Indigenous Mosaic. Joined by some renowned guest performers, the various choral compositions by Canadian composers celebrate Indigenous culture, not only through song, but also in dance, with the Norman Chief Memorial Dancers. To learn more about the show, conductor and artistic director Yuri Claus has joined me for a conversation. Hi, Yuri.
Hello, Simon.
Well, that was remarkable. What did we just hear?
We just heard a song piece called Ambe, written by Andrew Balfour, which is almost the opening for our concert. And I'm saying almost the opening because we would have another Ambe before this piece you just heard, sung by Corey Campbell, who actually created his own song Ambe, and he made a gift to Andrew Balfour for this song. And Andrew wrote his own composition called Ambe. So that's what we're doing.
And what is an Ambe?
It's a welcoming song. And the last words of that song is, "Come in, people, life is good here."
Oh, wow. It was a
very
beautiful,
energetic, very lively, very uplifting.
What a welcome. What a welcome.
Yes, it is.
So this is how you welcome people to your first concert of the season. Well, what can you tell us about this program?
Well, it's a great concert, great program coming, and as you know, the title is Indigenous Mosaic, and under the umbrella of this title, we have a lot going on stage. We would have, obviously, the choir singing. We have a lot of guest artists, Corey Campbell, traditional singer, Paddy Kusterak, the fiddle player, Norman Chief dancers you mentioned, Mike Thompson
on the didgeridoo.
Didgeridoo.
Yeah.
Did I forget anybody? Elise Lavallée, the viola player for Andrew's oratorio. So it's a lot going on, and it is like a mosaic with different people on stage, different indigenous cultures brought together.
So, I mean, you mentioned Andrew Balfour. We just heard one of his works to begin, and I know that his work is very central in the program. But I want to ask about some of the other composers who are on the docket.
Yes, we have quite a few names. We have Sid Rabinovich's two Inuit songs. We have two compositions by Ontario composer Mark Siret. We have a new name on our program, Lavinia Kell Parker. We're doing it on her composition, so it's also a mosaic of composers.
It is, and all surrounding our land here in Canada.
Yes.
And what we're on. I think this is a really cool program, and I mean, you mentioned the Sid Rabinovich. It was a couple of years ago in 2011 that we, with the University Singers, had the opportunity to premiere one of his works, the Cantus Borealis, at the Falcon Beach Reserve. Nikki, I think you were there for that. It was a really striking and memorable performance in so many ways. You guys open your season not here in town in Winnipeg,
That's right.
but by traveling.
Yes,
Why was that important?
We're going to Swan Lake, and we're opening our season actually there. We're bringing the whole program there. There will be guest artists there, the traditional powwow dancers and drummers. So, and basically the whole program will be performed there as well.
Is it something that you guys have done before?
Well, not in the. Well, we do some concerts on a run out concert. Thank you.
Yeah.
And yeah.
But it's still a very unique and a singular opportunity to begin this
Yes,
46th season. I mean, it's a really, really cool one. The main kind of central work of the program is an oratorio by Andrew Balfour, of course, a name very well known here in Winnipeg. I'm curious about this work, if you can tell us a little bit about it, because historically speaking, I mean, an oratorio is a stage work. It is a spectacle, but one that has a religious theme. And what he's done is he's set his own legend. What can you tell us about this work?
Well, it's about 30-minute piece, and yes, you're right. We think it's a central piece for us, and it's involved a lot of artists as well. Like we have Elise Lavallée playing, and Mike Thompson didgeridoo, and Corey Campbell, traditional singer, Al Schroeder, overtone. How can I forget him? Yes, fascinating thing is it's written on Andrew's story created by himself. And it's about a girl who got a gift from Wizard to travel times, and this travel brings her to sort of a harsh reality of nowadays, and that's what we're portraying. But at the very end of it, with a peaceful and tranquil and absolutely gorgeous sound prayer for Mother Earth, it ends up with a very nice and peaceful ending. So, I mean, this piece was premiered in 2006, and I think it's the second time it's performed in its entirety here in Winnipeg, so we're pretty excited about that.
Were you at the premiere?
Yes, I was actually. It was a new music festival, Garrick Theatre, I believe. I was there.
And what struck you in the work when you saw it performed?
Well, as you mentioned, the theatrical spectacles of it, because when the choir stood up in that semicircle rather, and dark, in a dark sort of hall, dark stage, and long sound of viola, and then all of a sudden didgeridoo comes. You know, it's a lot of interesting sound chants sort of underneath, and then when the choir comes with, obviously, it's very interesting idea of Andrew, and we hope to fulfill his dreams or wishes.
Of course, it sounds
was
like
I wrong when it was premiered?
Yeah.
It was at the Precious Psalm Church.
Yeah, there we go. Precious Psalm Church. Yeah. Well, I mean, regardless, it is going to be a powerful, a mystical, and a moving performance, I'm sure. You guys are going to be performing one more number, is that right?
We are.
So what are we going to be hearing?
We'll be hearing the final movement of the oratorio, Sounds Prayer for the Mother Earth.
This is music of Andrew Balfour. Well, they reset here in the Diamond Lane. I will let you know that there's 2 opportunities to see Indigenous mosaics. As you heard Yuri mention, the first taking place at Swan Lake Reserve in Manitoba, that is southwest of the city. That is on Friday, October 26th, 7:30 p.m. And then a matinee on Sunday, October 28th, the Pauline Boutel Hall at the Centre Culturel Franco-Manitobain. For more information, visit winnipegsingers.com or head to classic107.com and click on the events tab. Here is a 107 live performance by the Winnipeg Singers in the Diamond Lane.